Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements, Holy Spirit, Angel Guides, Spirit Guides. What is the reading for Libra, the new moon? And we had the solar eclipse, the ring of fire, and the fire horse all commence on the same day, the 17th. So powerful, and it stays with us for a long time. About renewal and a spark. Libra. Are you trying to rejuvenate something? Maybe yourself. Renewal, new life, a fresh start. Healing after a crisis. Your sacral chakra. Rejuvenation, getting that life back, that passion. And that comes right on time with the ring of fire and the fire horse. All about fire. And fire is wand energy. And you are karma. Right, you are justice, which is a form of karma. Okay, so there's some type of karmic reward, debt playing out now. Saturn's very active. Saturn is in the sign of Aries. Yeah, something is definitely going on right now. What else, Spirit? And this is Pluto, the death card, letting go. Endings, transformation, which also aligns with a solar eclipse. Things change under this type of energy. But not only that, what's going on above hasn't really happened in years. So this is a time where it's not normal. Rare things will begin to happen. Rare things could be happening in your life. Okay, got it. Okay. Karma is definitely at play, and I think it's going to be played out swiftly. I don't think it's going to be long drawn out like it has been in the past. Why? Because Aries is in Saturn, and Aries is Mars, and Mars is hot. Look at the fire. So much fire is happening right now. And I think also in the world, so much is going on. We don't even know the tip of the iceberg, I'm hearing. But in terms of our own lives, it's not going to be normal as usual. That is gone. We're shifting into a new era with all of this technology under Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. We have a new level that we have to attain. So the desires are starting to become more relevant. Spirit says they are not illusions. Pay attention to what is going on inside, because some of you are dealing with confusion. Whatever's happening on the inside is part of your growth, you discovering new things, doing something different. That's what this age of Aquarius is about. That's what all this fire is about. And you won't have to guess. We all are hearing exactly what we need to be doing. Ask every day and you'll get an answer. This is about the Hierophant. I feel somebody is evaluating their beliefs. These are long-held beliefs and they're changing. As we grow, our perspective changes. The way we feel about people, situations, love changes. And that's why you opened up with renewal. I feel there is a rebirth, and this would be the time to start to plant some seeds for something fresh to begin to grow, for rejuvenation, healing after a crisis. Now, we know that crisis could be as a result of so many things, but I also see some rewards here, Libra. You've been doing something right. You know, karma is a reward also. Also a contractual ending. It could have been a karmic cycle that's coming to an ending, but you've learned some lessons, some karmic lessons here. There's maturity. So it's time for you to move on. And that's what I feel like you're preparing for phase 2, preparing. Some of you are leaving a job. Some of you are leaving a marriage. Some of you are going into phase 2, opening a business, right? Definitely about expansion and self-love. And the sun is shining for you. There's encouragement. There's support. Whatever you are doing, I feel like your heart chakra is engaged. You're listening to your heart. You're taking it slow too, because you want to be happy. Whatever you do, whoever you're with in the future, you want that to be the real thing. Whoever you let go of, they see this enormous growth and strength in you. They come back. They want to apologize around Mercury retrograde. That happens a lot. Everybody's impacted by Mercury retrograde. That starts the 20th and it goes until March. I mean, it starts the 26th of February. It goes to March 20th. But the past can come back. It impacts communication, right? Thinking, technology, right? So prepare for that. Back up your stuff. Make sure that you're not pulling your hair out or thinking one way under illusions, because there will be some type of confusion. But the past does return, possibly with an apology. Somebody feels guilty. Now all of a sudden their conscience is being stirred, and that's what happens under solar eclipses, right? People want to change the situation. It's all about transformation. They want to make a wrong right. I hear. Okay. Tell me more for Libra. You're thinking about it. Hermit. You're thinking about it. And you're in solitude right now. Some of you have left the situation. They do come back. It is in the future because so is the retrograde. But, yeah. See, this time that you're spending is quality time. The Hermit really, even though they're in solitude, they're not idle. They're still planning and working and achieving and advancing. And then the Knight of Pentacles. And they're methodical. They're slow, but they're steady. They're committed. They're patient. They have a lot of attributes that lead to success. That's you. Didn't I say that? And the King of Pentacles appears. Spirit, I love it when he confirms. That is abundance and prosperity. At least the opportunities to achieve those two blessings. Security, stability, reliability. Somebody who's protected. Yep. Libra. Look what's coming in. Why? Because you had self-love. And self-love, anytime that we choose not to repeat the same mistakes, stating which shows Spirit that we learned the lesson, and we choose ourselves to take that energy and just put it back into ourselves and grow, we're in alignment with Holy Spirit. So we become inquisitive. We want to test the waters. Some of the things that we've had projects or maybe ambitions, but we never pursued them. It's time. It's time under this energy of the fire horse and whatever. Pray on it. Pray on it, because the desires of your heart, also you'll get in your dream state, downloads. Things will happen. You'll start to think of ideas and poof. Next thing you know, you're doing it. Taking that action. It only takes a spark. But with that spark, if you're ready, if you're paying attention, you receive that spark, you'll know what it's all about. You'll step out. And as soon as you step out, like Spirit's not asking you to take a lot of steps. Just be the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. He takes one step, maybe a day. Very conservative, but it's a foundational step as a pentacle. It's something that leads to growth. But during this time, it's like any step that you take, it's amplified because things happen suddenly. There's a lot of suddenness, a lot of hopefulness, unexpectedness, fast movement, quickly, suddenness. Yeah, things progress. And didn't I just say that? And here's the Tower. Sudden changes. This is what this energy, because think of all the energy. The new moon, the solar eclipse, the ring of fire, and the fire horse on the same day. Come on. What? Yes. And you are ready. You're ready. You're stepping out on faith. I believe you're going to accept this apology. That's the right thing to do. And that also frees you from that. You're going to love them because that's you. You're kind. You're ruled by Venus, the planet of love, peace, harmony, the peace sign. Right, you don't want no drama. So you're going to leave that cycle the way you came in love. There you go, Libra. There you go, positivity. And that fuels positivity for the Wheel of Fortune as it starts to move forward. Wow, tell me about love. What's happening here? I love this for you. What does Libra need to know? Your ruler is Venus. I gotta get that. I know, sometimes I drop the cards a lot. Well, first of all, I believe it. You deserve love. You do. You are lovable. And look at the way you just handled this situation. An example of you taking the high road. Leaving them wanting more, child. It only leaves them wanting more of you. And then you move forward. You make the effort. That's that mustard seed of faith we were talking about. The Knight of Pentacles. Right? Tiny steps, small steps, slow. They take forever, but they get there. And great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take. Spirit says very soon. Libra, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. And it's not only romantic love, it is also the desires of your heart when it comes to phase 2 of your life, which then should align with your purpose. Okay, is there anything else with these, Spirit? Anything else? No. Okay. Very soon, great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take. Some of you, there's still shadow issues, shadow energy. There's still something to let go of. Because we're all at different stages. Some of you are ascending at this moment. But others of you are ascending in that you're recognizing the light is shedding light on what needs to change so that we're ready when this love transformation comes in, when this shift regarding love, us loving us and finding somebody else to love. Yeah. Some of us, it's numbing. Drinking, drugs, whatever it is. Others of us, it's not being truthful about the way we feel, about something we really want, somebody's pretending. Like they just day in, night out, same thing. But they're not happy. They're not happy. That's why they're numbing. And this is the time to go through that dark night of the soul and to address those issues, because all of this light, there's an issue and it's being shown so that we can act upon it and pray upon it. Nothing is too big for God, not at all. But we have to be aligned. We have free will. We have to be ready to take that step. You know, Spirit don't force you to do nothing. Absolutely. Free will. Somebody's stuck while others know they deserve love. This is what you opened up with. So we know the end result. Look at that, all buttoned up. Renewal, rejuvenation, ascent, the tower. It's almost an energy of preparation. Most are somewhere in between. Right. Somewhere in between being stuck and reinventing ourselves. We're all at different stages. Okay, Spirit. What else? Give me an intuitive message for Libra. If they're stuck, what do you want to say intuitively? Follow the light. And there's so much light. That's what I've been talking about. Intuition will lead you toward the light. Trust its direction. Sometimes it's an uphill journey, battle, but just stay in the light. Stay on the high road. If you're stuck, that's what Spirit is saying. If they're on the way to reinvention, what is the intuitive message? What's okay. If you are on or in the midst of reinvention, Spirit says take some time out and create a sacred space to allow your intuition to flow freely. And isn't that so true, Libra? When you are on the road to reinvention, we have to allow ourselves to daydream, to capture our dreams, allow space for your intuition to flow freely, right? For there to be a flow between yourself and your intuition. Look at all that energy. Now's a great time for that. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes when we're stuck, we don't know which way to go. Follow the light. But sometimes when we follow the light and we're in the midst of reinventing ourselves, growing, we need to be inspired, be filled with Holy Spirit. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else? What else does? Give me a health message for Libra. Because you're all about love and wealth, but you know you can't have that without health. Somebody loves to listen to music, is very much into sound. Sounds do have a healing component. Google it. Connect with the earth. Oh, so maybe an earth sign. Maybe you have a buddy that's an earth sign for some of you, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Give them a call. Give them a call. Yeah, invite them out to dinner. Maybe you have a special place that serves healthy food. Invite them to that place. Didn't I say sound is healing? I hadn't even seen this card. It has something to do with music. Tell me what you're doing musically. If you are currently doing that, using music as an element of healing, let me know. 47, 38, 13, and 37 could be numbers of importance. Here you go, the peace sign. Didn't I say that? And there you are. You are the sign of peace and harmony. Some of you are good swimmers. You can float on your back. Very good. You are going to meet new people. Always read between the lines. Look for what's hidden. Of course, we're going to pay attention to what's said, but also pay attention to what's not said. Okay. Read between the lines. What else, Spirit? Again, somehow this is confirmation with music. 3 cards of music in this reading. Here you go. Healing sounds. Maybe somebody is creating some type of musical or a music composition, singing it, performing it, something about music. It's going to be very successful. That's what I'm hearing. Create this space so that the energy can flow freely. Maybe have all the musicians together in a studio. I'm feeling this is going to be very successful. I'm going to end it there with an angel number, and put this angel number in the comments for me if you'll do that. I really appreciate it. 666. Reflect love, affection, compassion, kindness, self-love. Yeah. You have the sun. And I think this is divine timing, and you're elevating very high. Spirit says expect several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to elevate your identity. Where's that card? Yeah, the spark. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut, your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help yourself become a better person. You are in deep reflection. You had the Hermit, right? So you are right where you need to be. Right on course. 2323 when I said that. Right on course. 666 in the comments. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Libra, until the next moon phase. Namaste.